You know, everyone talks about love. We hear about it all the time. But what about the man who shows it silently? No one seems to notice him. A father.
And it all starts right here with a simple, quiet scene. It's not about what's being said, because nothing is. It's about who's there, standing watch. This is where our story begins, in that silent, constant presence. Just look at the stillness here for a moment. See, love isn't always about big, loud actions. Sometimes, sometimes it's just this, a quiet closeness. That's the feeling we're going to explore. So, how does this silent love actually show up in daily life? Let's take a look at the routine, the hard work, and all the little sacrifices that, most of the time, nobody ever sees. It starts here, in the quiet of the early morning, way before anyone else is even awake. He gets up and heads to work, even when he's completely exhausted. And this isn't a one-time thing. It's just what he does, day in and day out. And with that duty comes these heavy burdens. I mean, both the ones you can see and the ones you can't. It's in those small moments, right? Like skipping his own meal just to make sure his family has enough to eat. That's where you see the real weight of his love. And this really captures the whole trade-off, doesn't it? On one side, you see his exhaustion, and on the other, his child's happiness. It's a silent exchange. His struggle literally becomes the reason for their joy. And you know what? Through all of it, you never hear him complain. He doesn't show the pain. He doesn't talk about how heavy it all is. He just carries it. All of it. Inside. So when you're giving so much of yourself away day after day, what happens to your own dreams? What happens to the things you wanted? Well, that's what we're talking about next. His own dreams? Yeah, they usually get put on the back burner, left behind. New clothes? Nah, not for him. Those are for his kids. A moment to just rest? That gets traded for fixing something that's broken. He works harder and harder every single day, just so his family can have a better life. It's always this thought, isn't it? His dreams, later. It's this promise he makes to himself that just keeps getting pushed further and further away, all for the sake of right now. So if his love isn't always in his words, then where is it? Well, that's what we'll see now. It's not about what he says, it's about what he does. It's love in action. He might not say, "I love you," all that often, but really, his actions are screaming it. He's the one who picks you up when you fall down. He's the one watching over you while you sleep. He's the one quietly fixing things around the house, never asking for a thank you. And when you add all those little things up, it points to one simple, profound truth. He is, quite simply, always there. Every small sacrifice, everything he does, that is love. But then, something shifts. Time passes, the child grows up, and your whole perspective changes. This is the moment you finally start to understand. This journey of understanding, it's pretty universal, right? When you're a little kid, you have no idea about any of this sacrifice. Then, as a teenager, you might even misunderstand him, thinking his protection is just him being strict. But then, you become an adult, and it all starts to make sense. And then, one day, it just hits you. You finally see his silence not as him being distant, but as a quiet form of strength. You see his struggles not as failures, but as sacrifices he made for you. All the memories are the same, but suddenly they mean something completely different. You get it. And this is maybe the biggest realization of all. He wasn't just being strict for the sake of it. He was protecting you. All that sternness, it was a shield. His silence was just heavy with all the things he cared about but never said. So, what do you do with that understanding? Once you see it all so clearly, how do you even begin to acknowledge a lifetime of unspoken love? That's what this is all about. Look, a father isn't perfect. Nobody is. But for his family, he gives everything he has. And when you finally realize that, it brings up a really important question. What do you do with that knowledge before it's too late? In the end, the answer is so simple, but it means the world. You just tell him. You bridge that gap of silence with a few words that carry the weight of a lifetime. Thank you, Dad.